struggling to keep up with posting consistently on YouTube and getting less views than normal until I found
On episode 3.
Yo, can y'all hear me now? Am I live? All right, I'm back. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Are y'all still in here? It doesn't let me see who's in stream right now. Yo. I disconnected. No, I'm back. Can you see me or am I still disconnected? Am I still disconnected? I thought I wasn't. Yo, what is going on, man? Yo, I think you're bringing me bad luck. My freaking chicken is bringing me bad luck, bro. Oh, I'm back. All right. Perfect. All right. I thought I was disconnected. Nobody's telling me nothing. I thought I was disconnected for good. Yo. All right. Well, let me put that over here. Close that. All right. I think we're just gonna watch more videos. I think we're just gonna watch another video. We're gonna watch another video. Here, we're gonna watch this one. It piqued my interest. I wanted to watch this one. How one joke collapsed a popular YouTube podcast. I lucky want to watch this. Have y'all seen this?
Of the
Alright, we're gonna
Impulsive podcast, Bobby Lee made one single joke which completely wrecked the relationship between the three hosts Logan, Mike, and most notably George.
He's not coming back? Is he really mad? Oh, we have beef with a guy? I don't...
Yeah,
oh, no.
I
didn't do anything wrong.
For context, Logan and Mike created the podcast back in late 2018, and it's safe to say that these two have always had excellent chemistry.
You remember
Their
this? I've never
personalities
seen
work well
this.
Together, they seem to be pretty good friends, and generally speaking, they exhibit a similar level of status. Keeping a permanent third host, on the other hand, has proven much more difficult. The first 150 episodes
Bobby
featured
Lee
a
is
third
funny.
host named Spencer, who eventually left the podcast to move to Hawaii, after which the role went to Logan's childhood friend Mac, who'd then also leave after getting into a fight with Mike over their difference in interests. On episode 219 in September 2020, the next and most recent third host was announced as George Janko,
Introducing the third co-host of Impulsive, my best friend, George Janko.
who was certainly different to the previous two. George was introduced as a more emotional counterpart to Logan and Mike, as he had a reputation for wearing his heart on his sleeve, while Logan and Mike were almost the exact opposite. In addition to this, George
Put some
was a
peak
devout
fiction on?
Christian, with
What can I
discussion about
watch,
his
bro?
own
I cannot
spirituality,
watch
adding
One
another
Piece,
layer
bro.
of
I'm not
contrast
Speed.
to what had previously been a non-religious show.
I'm not Speed, bro. I don't have the rights to watch that. How one joke collapsed a popular YouTube podcast. Bro, this seems interesting, bro. Do you not seem like you're interested in watching this, bro?
Outside of Impulsive, George practiced the art of stand-up comedy, although it'd be through comedy that he'd eventually meet his ruin. One thing was glaringly obvious from George's very first appearance. He simply wasn't on the same level as Logan and Mike. Logan has succeeded with everything from vlogs to Prime, while Mike has overcome his own set of challenges and has proven himself as a fantastic interviewer who meshes well with almost every guest on the show. George, on the other hand, has always felt a little too much like, well, just another guy who Logan met at the gym.
Logan, I met him at a gym.
George never had the chance to refine his interviewing skills to the same degree as Logan and Mike, which is only accentuated by his seating position to the right of the guest, making it much harder for George to engage in the conversation. The obvious imbalance between George, Logan, Mike, and usually the guest as well, leaves George with a needy personality and an overpowering desire for approval, leading to over-the-top questions and comments, often producing a clunky viewing experience.
I need to know more about you. Like, how did you figure out that like this entertainment world was your calling?
That's what I was gonna say.
I said it, so.
But I was gonna say.
No, but I said it.
No, it's good. It's good.
I was already funnier than the kids around me, so I was like, I could tell the joke that they're gonna make fun of me, but even better. And I made it about myself. So I was like making fun of myself, like really, really self-deprecating myself.
Generally speaking, George's attitude wasn't severe enough to upset any of the guests. However, on episode 346 with Shaquille O'Neal, George was slapped in the face with a bit of a reality check.
What?
For the first 11 minutes of the podcast, George didn't say a single word, leading Shaq to confront him about his lack of input.
Hold on, you ain't gonna ask me a question? Oh, damn.
He waits. He likes to wait until he's got the
Bro,
listen, man, I read the Bible line when they talk about David and Goliath. I've never seen a giant, so like I'm literally just, I'm a little taken.
You've been sitting over here for 30 minutes and that's all you can freaking say? Fucking kidding me.
No, he's not gonna say
That's the
shit.
question. Jeez.
I'm just sitting.
Are you drunk?
I have one question. Is there
Okay,
any
thank you.
chance I can, for 2 seconds, put these up so I can hear what's going on?
Take them all. You don't have to ask
Why
the
you asking
producer.
Dylan?
Just take things off.
Okay.
After making the excuse that he couldn't hear due to his headphones, George sat quietly for another 11 minutes, after which he was scolded again.
What the fuck are you doing here? Ask a question. Jeez. He's your partner?
He's the newest.
You might want to give him his 2-week notice.
Nah, that's
Ask the
messed up, bro.
question, dude.
Honestly-
Jeez. You're just sitting here like a bobblehead going.
Yeah. No,
Ask the
I'm so
question.
sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you because
No,
I
go
couldn't
ahead.
hear, but.
Go ahead.
And it's safe to say that this put a permanent dent in George's confidence. He'd already joked about how difficult it was to be the third host in the past.
It's hard to be the third person on a podcast with
wouldn't
two
say.
very vocal main hosts.
And after the Shaquille O'Neal episode, it was obvious that George's confidence had fallen off a cliff.
And then recently, I've been just getting really nervous that I'm not doing well enough for the podcast anymore.
Only 5 episodes after Shaq roasted George, Bobby Lee would join the show for Impulsive 351, during which one single joke would send the show into turmoil. The episode began with Bobby taking a little jab
This
at
is
George
awkward.
by suggesting that
Bro,
Mike was
even thinking
taller.
about this makes me awkward.
Cool friends.
So
You
this.
have cool friends like this guy? What about him?
Yet things became a little more contentious when George took it from fun to borderline aggressive.
Some people just don't like sucking dick. Now turn around and know the wisdom I give you.
Whoa.
Before displaying more arrogance just a few minutes later.
How about you?
First of all, what's my name?
Sensing George's clear insecurity, Bobby began to roast George whenever he got the opportunity.
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Is that your girlfriend? Without fame, you wouldn't get that.
Although the ultimate roast would come after George went on a 2.5
Yeah, making me feel awkward. I feel like I'm the third host.
in his life.
And I don't mean this in a cocky way, but like, dude, this put me on a very strong map. And it made a lot of my avenues blow up. So I'm
It's
very
like that's-
blessed, but I didn't know I was going to be here. So
It's
for
like
me-
that's. You done? It was just a long monologue.
He was just waiting.
And let me just say something. I loved what you were saying. It was very long. That's usually. But you know, I got what you're saying, and you really inspired me, George. Can I say something?
First of all, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Do not touch
my
me.
bad, my bad. Yeah, we just need writers to edit that down. Like if we had a staff of writers, they'd be like, "Yeah, we'll cut that." But
I'm sorry.
essentially, it was a really good monologue.
Usually when I do my comedy, I don't have writers. I actually write my own stuff.
Okay, I can tell.
I
But
love
maybe maybe you should get a writer.
I don't.
For the rest of the podcast, George went into his own little world, except for when Bobby got his attention just so he could roast him again.
All right, George.
So sad.
What I'm saying is that
better
when
when
you
I
were
was
talking, we were here for that 30 minutes.
Eventually leading George to walk off the podcast, get in an Uber, and leave without saying goodbye.
What?
Getting 8 ads every 20 minutes is actually
How is this controversial in any way?
the ad blocker that actually works on Twitch, aka every
The episode received comments such as, "It's impossible to call yourself a comedian if you
Stream
can't
on TikTok
handle
too,
being
bro?
slaughtered by
Bro, how do I? Bro, I've been getting when you can't take stream on TikTok. Bro, okay, wait, who's X Corps? Cause bro, I seen that name before. I just don't know who it is. Who are you? Who are you? Like not being mean or anything. I just want to know who you are because you're in my stream. Adrian Z. Bro, what? I thought that was somebody else. I didn't know that was you, bro. Oh, my fault. When you can't take jokes in that podcast environment, you shouldn't be a podcaster. Honestly, that's very true. I feel like if I was in a podcast, I feel like I would be too unhinged. I would say things that would probably make people fight me.
the comedians.
But it's only
especially
jokes.
The Captain Bob himself. George tells everyone he's going to be the best
Yo,
comedian
shut the hell
alive,
up, bruh.
but he can't take a joke from the legendary Bobby Lee. It's like a badge of honor. How does he think most comedians
Oh!
communicate with each other? I've always thought George thinks he's funnier than he really is. And when people roast him, he gets super butthurt like this generation. Things became worse for George after this video by Jamari.
That's
gained
true. You
well
can't
over
take
1 million
you can't
views,
take
leading
things
George to
too
address
serious.
the criticism in the following episode of Impulsive by arrogantly stating,
Yo, are we gonna do a Rooster stream?
hatred.
I love that people were just commenting and getting so steamed. It made me realize, like, oh, I really don't care. I want it. I want to be in their heads more. Like, I like it.
Love how George is trying to act like he's not heard about this when he had to leave the pod because Bobby Lee, out of all people, almost made
Oh,
him
yeah,
cry.
that's true. That
Dude
was
is
your
a
Xbox
clown. A week
Xbox
after George
gamer tag.
responded, Logan appeared on Bobby Lee's podcast, Tiger Belly, where Bobby took a moment to talk about George's behavior.
What he did was unprofessional. I was a guest. He walked out on a guest. If this guy right here walked out on a guest, he would be reprimanded.
Before roasting him yet again.
If you had walked out, right, it would have been like, oh, it's over. But him walking out was just kind of like, let's keep going.
Bobby and Logan then decided that they should get George on a call.
Can you give me his
You
number?
want to settle this
Yo,
right now?
shut up, bro. We're trying to
Leading
watch.
Bobby and
Trying to
George
watch
to
Bobby
fix
Lee,
their
bro.
relationship.
I want to apologize for my behavior on your podcast.
Bobby Lee, you shut your mouth. I'm apologizing to you. I left you. You were our guest.
I want to pull back my apology then. Because I too, because I literally did not feel sorry. I pulled out of the apology. I don't feel sorry, but I will accept yours, right? And hopefully, you know, when I come back to your podcast, we can make it right.
However, it was obvious that the whole thing had caused a serious fracture between George and Logan, becoming most obvious when they get into an almost hour-long argument, only 5 episodes after the Bobby Lee podcast.
I know people that hate me, that treat me better about my faith than you, and you're my best friend. One that really hurt me is you told me I need a therapist because I believe in Jesus. That one hurt me.
No, I didn't. I said you need a therapist because Jesus isn't quite doing it for you,
No, you
which
didn't.
is
No, you
which is
didn't.
true.
No, you didn't.
I
And
said
I won't stand down. No, you didn't. What do I need a therapist for then?
Jesus isn't doing it for you, and I
what do
believe
I need
you're.
a therapist for?
I don't believe you're as emotionally mature as you think. you are.
I'm not emotionally intelligent. Could you pick a time and frame any day of our
Sure.
life?
Here's one. 3 weeks ago, when you were sitting in that chair, you stormed off this exact.
God is good,
podcast
God is
because you were
great,
upset
God
about
is
something the
good.
comedian said.
Logan did apologize in their very next episode
Amen.
together.
My attitude towards you on that episode and my belittlement of your beliefs was not appropriate at all.
However, George seemed to realize that his days on Impulsive were numbered, as he'd create his own podcast before clickbaiting the first episode with the title, Why George Janko is Not on Impulsive, implying that he'd left the group. George used the video to explain that this hadn't really happened.
Obviously, I'm still on Impulsive, guys. For any of you guys that are like, oh, their beef situation, and now he's starting his own like lane.
Even going so far as to say their relationship was as good as ever.
Me, Logan, and Mike are in a perfect place.
Yet it was obvious that this clickbait video had annoyed Logan.
I'm just doing this for a couple weeks so then I could leave and clickbait that why I left Impulsive. You know?
That's good. It's a good strategy.
That'll crush.
It's been done. It's been done many
Yeah?
times, and it works.
By who? Oh,
Well, you can make a real living for yourself. You know, we've seen the model.
Resulting in more and more uncomfortable.
What are you trying to
moments
preach
on
right
the
now, bro? My
podcast.
rooster's trying to
We
preach
don't
right
give
now.
a shit about this show anymore. Let's be honest. It's like bands that hate each other that have to get on stage every night and play for the audience. Like, yo, let's do our hit song. We don't like it. We have to. Sit
That's
here
not
and
true.
pretend
That's
to
not
be
true. I
friends.
like Mike.
George, well, he's about to.
You don't say.
He's about to.
Only 3 episodes after comparing themselves to a band forced to play together, George disappeared from the show without warning, leading fans to speculate on whether or not he'd been booted. Mike refused to elaborate on the situation when asked by Aiden Ross.
Why is Georgie not on Impulsive anymore? Is that like you don't answer that? No.
Wait, I thought this whole how this one thing was because Logan Paul didn't believe in his faith.
Tanner accidentally said this.
We are the new Impulsive. I'm sorry.
We are. It's fine.
Y'all having like a rebrand, like George is leaving. Like, this is it.
At around the same point in time, George unfollowed both Logan and Mike on Instagram, which was followed by Impulsive changing their profile picture from this to this, as well as their banner from this to this. All of this had happened silently with no input from the hosts. However, on the 26th of April 2023, George would post to Twitter, "I wasn't going to talk, but now I am," implying that some pretty heavy stuff had gone down behind the scenes. Replies on the post encouraged George to keep the drama private, yet on the 31st of May, approximately 1 month later, another tweet was made stating, "To the Impulsive fans, I'm so sorry I can't speak about things, not my choice. I do love you guys, and for those of you sending me the clip of them talking shit, it's all love. I've already moved on from that toxic environment," confirming that he was no longer on the podcast.
What?
The post received replies slamming George such as, "Mate, you sat there not speaking for 90% of the time. What are we missing? Your silence?" To which he responded by stating, "You think I wanted to be quiet, ha ha ha." Yet this kind of statement is representative of why he's unsuitable for the podcast. He cares way too much about how other people view him. If you're the type of person who gets defensive and feels like you always have to be in the right, you're probably better suited to a Facebook comment section and not a career on YouTube. Despite this, George has seen some success with the George Janko show, yet Logan hasn't been able to resist roasting George's low view count.
I love this outlet, and it exists because people watch. And without people watching, I just have a show like.
Since then, George has stated that he simply wants to distance himself from Mike and Logan.
I'm at a point right now where I want distance from both of them. I don't want anything to do with it, and I just move on.
Which seems to be the
I think,
best
bro,
possible
honestly,
outcome for everybody involved.
I think that's retarded, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's dumb. You know why I think it's dumb? Because you can't be. Why are you being butthurt? Why are you being butthurt about this? Why are you getting butthurt? Let's see what the comments say. Imagine being told you lack emotional intelligence by a man who laughed at a dead body. That's crazy. I'm not reading. I'm not gonna read anymore after that. Do y'all have any videos y'all want me to watch, or you think we should just keep going? Let's see what else pops up on my feed. Easy. Travis Scott, Interstellar. Hendrick has a Glazer problem.
Robocop was at one.
Yeah, Tram.
Yo, which one looks good right now? Ooh.
This video is not intended to slander, defame, or vilify Travis.
No. Wait, I want to see this. All right, because I want to see the dark side of Travis Scott's come up. You should react to one of those UDY Ching videos. I'll react to one after this.
Is not intended to slander,
because this looks good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. This looks like a good video to watch.
And document the insanely complex come-up story of Jock Webster in his early years before becoming the superstar that we know today. Everything in this video has been sourced from internet archives, deleted posts, Travis's old posts on various social medias, and quite frankly, rumors. What does it take to be as famous as Travis Scott? Determination, fearlessness, command, power, deception, guise, fate, or luck? 2026 Waterfall Drive, Missouri City, Texas. This is the beautiful Houston suburb where Jock Webster lives. The year is 2007. Wanda Webster comes home from her job at Apple with a brand new iMac Core 2 Duo for her 16-year-old son, which would be the catalyst for him to take his beat-making career more seriously. The story starts with an obsessed Kid Cudi and Kanye West fan. He even named himself after Kid Cudi, whose real name is Scott. Travis spent all of his time,
Miss Cudi,
which was his bedroom studio. His best friend Josh Dozy Canoe connected with Travis because they were both ambitious creatives who wanted to escape their small suburb. Travis would record other local rappers, produce beats, DJ, anything that involved music. He was obsessed. In his Spanish class, he met a boy by the name of Jason Eric, who would become known as OG Chess. He also met two other important people in high school, Ashton Travis and Chase B, but we'll get to them later.
Hey,
Travis
Chase
both
B!
shared dreams of rapping, and they both had nightmares of one day suffering from hair loss. But lucky for them, Keeps has a solution. Keeps is a subscription.
All right, bro. Why'd you do this, bro? Why'd you do? I'm skipping that.
The Classmates.
Ooh, have y'all heard the Classmates? Be honest.
They
Have y'all heard the
unofficially called
Classmates?
themselves The Classmates. Their first project, the Babe mixtape, dropped around spring of 2009. It was a mishmash of remixed popular records at that time, with terrible auto-tune singing, but promising rapping abilities. They both graduated high school and attended the University of Texas.
Well, I've
at
never
San
heard that
Antonio,
either.
Just a few hours west of Missouri City. The
W.
duo was more focused on partying, making music, and living a lifestyle rather than studying for exams. By the way, make sure you're hydrated while watching. Travis understood the value of social media. In 2009, he and Jason were using Twitter to spam anyone and everyone who was popping to listen to their music. Every single day, for months, it was non-stop spam. Wiz Khalifa, Big Sean, Wale. If anyone could hear their music, Travis was convinced it wouldn't be a waste of their time. Buddy Rich.
Stay
the second
gatekeeping.
mixtape that Travis and Jason dropped in December 2009. Another project filled with remixes and some originals. Trav giving his best Kanye and Kid Cudi impersonations, while Chess, on the other hand, carried most of the records. He was less creatively ambitious, rapping in a very basic frat rap sort of way.
What Mafioso could have been. Oh, nah. Why are you dissing Mafioso, bro? Why are you dissing Mafioso? Oh, nah.
Another key connection would happen, which would give some promise for the Classmates. Spoof Don, who attended the university with Travis, was the son of N.O. Joe, who is a Grammy-nominated multi-platinum producer who worked with Ice Cube, LL Cool J, UGK, Scarface, and basically every 90s rapper in the South. He is well-respected, connected, and had a studio located one town over from where Travis grew up, Stafford, Texas. Spoof is an interesting part of the story because he claims
Travis was from Stafford? I thought he was in Houston.
And was featured in a few songs, but there are basically no pictures of them together other than a few, and he's never mentioned in any tweets. They linked up in 2016 to work on Spoof's album, which we know at the time Travis was very famous, and Trav was featured on a bunch of his songs, but those features were recorded in 2010.
Mo City.
I couldn't help but notice that in every
Mo City.
He's being forced to be there, or that he doesn't want to be seen with Spoof. They were also hyping up a music video, which never came out, and all of the photos and really tweets that related to this event.
I'm dumb, bruh.
Spoof grew up around famous rappers his whole life, and quite frankly, his music isn't very good. He kind of gives me like daddy's money energy. Something tells me Trav wanted to get in with N.O. Joe, hoping for a quality studio and maybe some connections. Maybe he just had to deal with Spoof in the meantime. Kind of like when you hang out with the rich kid because he had the pool and the trampoline and the sick gaming room, but you didn't really like him. But then again, when Birds in the Trap hit #1, N.O. Joe claimed that Travis was from his camp in a now deleted Instagram post. Not sure how much involvement Spoof and N.O. Joe had with Travis's career, but he was around them. Something happened. Travis and Jason traveled a lot from San Antonio to Austin to Houston, just hustling the music scene to get their names out there. Trying to get as many shows they could get, clubs, house parties.
Jason Eric is Chase B.
Was still important.
I respect that.
Friend that I mentioned before, Dozy, would email people pretending to be Travis, trying to get him recognition. One of these people was Shane Morris, who would become Travis's manager. Another one of these people was Anthony Kilhoffer, who is an engineer and producer who has worked with Kanye West on every single one of his albums since The College Dropout.
You mean Kilhoffer? Man, email. This idiot has his number and fucking email on the internet.
Dozy sent Travis's music to Kilhoffer as much as he could, trying to get feedback and hoping to one day have a meeting. Pretty interesting that Kanye's go-to engineer was that accessible. Like, how did more people not try that? But you know, Trav. Anything for Kanye. Summer of 2010, Travis is not so sure about going back to university. His mind is fixated on being a rapper, despite not really having too much traction. He linked up with an old friend, Chase B. Chase was a college radio host at Howard University.
Never mind, I was not Chase B.
House parties
I'm slow.
Clubs, so he could get Travis some traction out there. Plus, Chase lived in D.C. with Ashton Travis, who was another high school friend making some noise with his music. Fall of 2010 would be the last semester in San Antonio for Travis before he dropped out. During the semester, he was trying to be around Chase and Ashton as much as possible since they were his only music friends outside of Texas. By the start of 2011, he dropped out, and he was ready to do everything he could to make it in the music game. He was going to D.C. to visit his 727 homies, perform at Howard's Homecoming, and taking trips from Texas to New York to L.A. Tony Loney, his good friend and videographer, was doing his best to document the whole process. This crazy lifestyle across the country would be inspiration for the next Travis and Jason project called Cruisin' USA.
Ooh, I've never heard that song. Have y'all heard that song?
One, because he needed a
Have y'all heard Cruising USA?
Tony's brother, James Loney, was a professional baseball player for the LA Dodgers. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but it's possible that Travis, Jason, and Tony would crash at Tony's place while taking these trips to LA. Travis also said that he had a friend that attended USC, so he would crash in the dorms there after nights of partying, but he literally never says anyone's name when he tells his story in interviews, so we never really know who he's referring to, because everybody's just my friend, my homie, my boy. Also, how is Travis paying for all of this? Well, he never told his parents that he dropped out, so they think he's still in San Antonio. Every 2 weeks, they were sending him money for food, rent, and school necessities. Travis was taking their hard-earned money, spending it on flights, music, alcohol, and anything to continue his lifestyle. Travis started wearing leather since that's what Kanye was doing. The Classmates EP drops, which had better rapping and more ambitious production. Travis's beats were very unique, very Kanye, but still exceptional at the time. Producing was definitely his biggest asset, and his singing was just starting to hint at the Travis that we know today. June 1st, 2011, Cruisin' USA drops, which would be the most highly regarded mixtape from the duo. The most successful tape from them, but also their last. This is the first tape where you can really hear the potential in Travis's auto-tuned melodies. He skipped on a show they were supposed to do together in July in Houston, so OG Chess had to do it by himself. For the next few months, Chess still promoted the duo and their project. It's not like they split up and just went separate ways, like clean. It was kind of slow. They were both like halfway invested, still hanging out, still promoting the project for the next few months and doing performances together. But this is where the story gets weird and becomes extremely difficult for me to put the pieces together. I've done research on so many artists. Travis is the only one who tells a different story every single time he's asked about his come up. In all fairness, it seems like he did couch surf quite a bit. It was probably difficult to have a stable life when you're lying about being in college and don't have anywhere to go. Probably thinking, oh, I was at this person's house, but it was really this other person's house in LA, or maybe you didn't even know where you were. That's
Imagine he was with Diddy.
Could have been a reality for Travis Scott.
That's
There are
crazy.
a few key points in the story that aren't really adding up, or I can't find 100% proof that they actually happened, and there are also a few rumors that we need to explore. The first key story point is when he said he lived in New York for a few months with
Bro, it was too gay.
Travis. He was working at Stadium Red in Harlem, which is a studio owned by Just Blaze. Basically, Scott was an intern there, and the main producer who worked at the studio, Omen, let him work at night. We know it was during these night sessions when the idea for Owl Pharaoh was created, which was his first solo project that came out 2 years later, meaning that before Travis and Jason broke up, Trav could have been working on a solo project behind Chess's back, which could have led to a fallout. Judging by a bunch of tweets, Omen and Ashton were working together a lot from January 2011 to June 2011, which does line up to Travis's statement of working and living in New York for a few months. However, there are no pictures, videos, podcasts, or any digital footprint that I could find that proves Travis lived in New York and worked at Stadium Red for a significant amount of time.
Damn.
There are some pictures of him in December 2011 where he's clearly at this studio, but this doesn't really line up to the story much, which I'll get to. The only other clue maybe is him posting a bunch of pictures of owls on his Tumblr in July of 2011. Apparently a lot of stuff got deleted from his Tumblr. There seems to be a history of things getting deleted when people talk about Travis's past. The second main event was a meeting with Killhofer. Travis had been corresponding for months with the engineer. For some reason, the guy saw potential in him. Why would he spend all this time giving feedback for over a year? I have no idea, but I guess he was right. Travis tells the story that he was in Texas. Killhofer asked to meet, so he flew to LA because he lied and said that he was already there. They had a 15-minute meeting, and Killhofer said he was about to go on the Watch the Throne tour, which was in October 2011. So I don't know what about to go on means.
Damn, I had my mouth open for a while.
Could be a month, could be, I don't know. But you might think that this meeting took place around that time. But in May of 2011, I have a photo of what appears to be Travis, since the necklace matches the one that he was wearing just a few days before, and this really looks like Killhofer. I mean, I know we're looking at the back of his head, but I mean, the gray hair, sitting at what appears to be a home studio, the glasses. I mean, this has to be him. But this is 5 months before the Watch the Throne tour.
Damn, another ad, man. Yo, what do y'all thinking of this video so far? Y'all think this video is good? Bro, I'm actually interested in this.
Also, the same day that this picture with Killhofer was posted, these other pictures of Travis and Chess were posted together in what maybe could be LA. But where's Chess in the photo with Killhofer? Was Travis working with Killhofer without Chess? Was Killhofer not interested in Chess? Did Chess even know about Killhofer? Also, this is a side note. In his first interview ever with Complex in 2012, he said, I didn't get into a lot of trouble growing up, but I was doing mischievous shit. I wouldn't do dumb shit, but I would just like skip school to do beats or skip school to meet Mike Dean, who's literally Kanye's like right-hand man producer. And then I'd come back to school and be like, I was just with Mike Dean. Next thing you know, I'm making beats with the homie. It's crazy. He didn't meet Killhofer or anyone in the industry until well after he dropped out of college. But this interview makes it seem like he was working with Mike Dean while
Hey,
still
Mike Dean the
being in
GOAT!
What? Or maybe in college? I don't even know. Cruising USA was a beloved project in Missouri City and Houston. According to a lot of hearsay on the internet, a lot of this information is from anonymous accounts and uncredible sources, but we can speculate. OG Chess was that guy. He drove around in a Benz and everyone loved him. He was better looking, girls liked him, and like I said before, he had the current rap sound that people loved. Maybe some jealousy and tension was brewing. A$AP Ferg had reached out to the duo to connect. He was going to visit Houston and wanted to work. The song Harlem to Texas was born. Travis is in parts of the video, but this was a solo Chess and Ferg collab, produced by Chess as well. Why wasn't Trav a part of it? There was also another song that was made at this time between Chess and Ferg called Home, which was produced by Travis. This would be a very controversial song.
Why?
We'll get to that. Almost at the exact same time that the A$AP collab
Why is it
happened,
controversial?
Travis dropped his first solo record, which was called That Bitch Crazy. Accompanied again, basically Trav doing his best Kanye impression, but it would still get him some attention. This record would be the one that Shane Morris, owner of the Ear Milk music blog, was ready to push. He finally saw potential in Travis after he had been emailing him for over a year. Shane recommended the track to his blog buddies, and it got posted on a few different ones. So now we're in November/December of 2011. Trav and Chess are doing their own thing separately. We don't know for sure if Travis met Killhofer in real life yet. We don't know where he's living. It could have been around this time that he was working at Stadium Red in New York and working on Al Faro. Remember, Trav was all over the map: New York, LA, DC, Texas, so much that it seems like he didn't really have like a consistent spot to live. Also, at some point, his parents found out about him lying and taking their money, so they cut him off. No idea when this happened, but according to Shane Morris, on January 6, 2012, Travis moved to Los Angeles in his home. I can't find any proof that that happened. Shane went on a crazy Twitter rant in 2015 posting pictures of them together, but now they're all deleted and I can't find them anywhere. Just before he allegedly moved in, he dropped the song and video to Lovesick, which is even more Travis trying to be Kanye. This would be the song that eventually Kanye heard, but we'll get to that. The song at the time was fire. Every big music blog picked it up. The way that Travis tells the story is that he flew from New York to LA, and when he landed, he had 5 missed calls from T.I. He says he doesn't know T.I. got his number, and he went straight to the meeting. T.I. said he really fucked with him, and he was going to keep his eye on him. Shane doesn't really tell the same exact story, so we don't really know. But Shane claims that Travis lived in his house for 2 months, and he got him a bunch of record label meetings, introduced him to everyone that he knew in the industry in hopes of becoming his manager. We don't know how valid of a source Shane is in terms of blog write-ups. Ear Milk, which he owned, was a very poppin' blog. It wouldn't be much for him to just reach out to other big blogs like
Yo,
Ill Root,
the rooster
Hot
fell
Hip
asleep.
Hop, Double XL, and just say, hey, this is dope, I'm working with this artist, could you post it? As far as bigger music industry connects, I don't think Shane was the only reason. Travis had this way of knowing how to get from one person to another. It could be a guy that worked at McDonald's whose cousin was a photographer for Kid Cudi's stylist. Travis will figure out a way to slither through everybody to get to the top person that he wants to get to.
Damn.
I mean, I even found a text message from Travis to his friend that said he's working with Dr. Dre just 1 month after his second single.
Did he?
During this time in LA, I know
No, he
Travis
hasn't pooped on me
21
yet.
and Chase B.
He's
I had no
actually
idea
pretty
where
clean.
They were living or who they were bumming off of. He had Lovesick, That Bitch Crazy, Analog, 16 Chapels, and a few other singles. He was linking up with some pretty poppin' people.
Yo, 16 Chapels is so good. Yo, matter of fact, alright, let's get back to the video.
Analog, 16 Chapels, and a few other singles. He was linking up with some pretty poppin' people like Mac Miller, T. Mills, living the lifestyle that he always dreamed of, but had a little bit of buzz. How did he get all of this so fast? Does all of this just happen from 2 YouTube videos? Did Shane do all of this?
Yeah.
I mean, I know times were different back then, but working with Dre, getting looked at from every label, there's gotta be more to the story. Shane suffered from
Yeah, what was he
epileptic
doing? What was bro
seizure,
doing
and
to get
apparently this is
that
when
note?
Travis cut him off, saying his manager can't have seizures because what if it scares T.I.? Obviously, we don't know if this actually happened.
What?
Shane also claimed that they inflated Travis's follower count on Twitter by creating bots.
I programmed a fleet of SoundCloud bots to artificially inflate his play counts on SoundCloud,
as well as getting him a verification before he was relevant, but he provided zero proof of this. Shane also put tons and tons of things that Travis stole, cheated, lied about, but this is all just one man's word. One man who could just be very angry that he got used for his connections and thrown away. From
That's
here,
true.
Travis did sign to T.I.'s Grand Hustle Entertainment sometime around March of 2012. But him and T.I. even
Hey,
put out
bro,
a song
might be
together.
capping.
His last album with them was Astroworld, but didn't he also sign to Kanye? In April of 2012, Travis gets a call from Anthony Kilhofer, saying that Kanye just watched the Lovesick video twice and wants to meet him. Travis had been talking to Kilhofer for a while, and Anthony wanted to manage him after he was getting buzz. He told him that Kanye wants to meet. Trav flies to New York and waits there for 5 days to meet him, but it happens. Kanye gives him a taco with sour cream on it. Despite hating sour cream, Travis eats the disgusting taco because he's sitting with the guy he was trying to be for the past 5 years. Kanye, I guess, saw his vision, and they immediately got to working on music together. Travis makes this seem like no big deal. The guy he literally copied for his whole adult life at this point, sitting right in front of him, recognizing him after just putting out basically one music video, and yeah, it's no big deal. Kanye invited him to Hawaii for a few months to work on the Good Music album. What? Travis touched up basically every record, but only got credits on one track. From here, he got
Ain't no
featured
Travis
on
without
Meek Mill's
Ye.
Dream Chasers 2
That's true.
album. He had a song with Casey Veggies, Lex Luger, and was known in the industry as a producer. At least that's how the story goes. I had a hard time finding any big records he produced other than the Good Music ones. Some people say it was all a marketing ploy to promote him as the next Kanye. He can produce, he can rap, he's got the fashion. He would eventually also sign to Epic Records while being signed to Grand Hustle, which sounds like a 360 deal. Maybe that's the reason why he was doing all the crazy brand deals and going hard with clothing later on. But Travis never seemed to care about the money. He just wanted to get to the next level, always. Just to live the life.
Yo, what is this?
And be just like his idols. The song I mentioned before, Home, with OG Chess and ASAP Ferg, they decided to release that 1 year later in September 2012. At this point, Travis is deep with good music. Chess obviously worked on that song, so he felt entitled to it. Apparently, Travis wanted to give that beat to Kanye, so Sony and Epic threatened to sue because of the track getting posted. Shane Morris said that Travis stole this song from Chess. We don't know for sure, but this threat to sue is what prompted Shane Morris to post this whole story about Travis. Travis had success in 2013 with the song Upper Echelon. He was also featured on Jay-Z's album, and he was a 2013 Double freshman. By this point, he was known in the industry, but not really by the general public other than that one song. Owl Pharaoh dropped, and he had some buzz for sure, but he was definitely early to be a freshman, especially because most people wouldn't even find out about him until 2015 with the album Rodeo. Interviewers asked him, how did this all happen?
Rodeo.
Travis never answered clearly. He had a falling out with Tony Loney, his longtime friend, videographer, and director of the video that Kanye loved. There's a story told by Tony's cousin, who used to run Travis Scott's Facebook page when he was still working with Chess. He said that Travis was using Tony's laptop because he left everything at the hotel in Hawaii when they were working on Cruel Summer. Instead of buying a new one, he used Tony's for a year straight. Travis was about to head on his first tour in mid-2013, and Tony wanted to visit his family in Houston since he had uprooted his whole life for Travis for the past few years. He went to grab his laptop, and Travis ripped it out of his hands, claiming ownership. They had a scuffle, Tony went back to Houston, and they haven't spoke since. But again, can't really confirm that this is true. In the music industry, people get burned. They get left behind. It happens. Most of the time, it's hard to tell what kind of relationships people had. I'm sure there's some people that you can think of right now in your life that you don't even know where your relationship really stands.
Damn,
Is it work?
real.
Is it friends? Is it acquaintances? So there are a lot of people who spoke out against Travis in the past. He stole this, he took that, I wrote this, I didn't get credit. But you can't ever really tell how true these things are because it's always just one person's word against Travis. And he never speaks on anything. I mean, you saw in his Astroworld apology, this 1 hour interview with Charlemagne, he literally said nothing. But that's what makes him and his story so interesting. Maybe all of this isn't that deep. Maybe it's just normal Fallout stuff and there isn't anything dark or mysterious. But the fact that he never says anything or never tells a clear story is what makes it interesting.
Yeah, I
Why
want
don't
to know
ever
what
talk
he
about
really did.
Chess tried to reach out in 2018 to him in a now deleted tweet before it.
Yeah, bro, it's not mysterious.
Chess went on to have some success in the underground, making tracks with ASAP, Maxo Cream, and was even around Playboy Cardi and Ian Connor. But his career didn't amount to anything. The only original friend that Travis has is Chase B. But Chase B is an incredible DJ who brings a lot of value to Travis. Is his story just of a man who uses people until they aren't of value of him anymore, steps on them to get to the next bigger person to further his agenda? Or is this story of an incredibly talented artist who hustled his way to Kanye and took opportunities that were given to him by luck, by fate, by having talent, and had fallouts just like every other person in life does? Well, as Kanye says,
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
If you want to learn how to edit real.
Oh, that was a good video, man. I got a stretcher for that. Yo, he said the dark side. I thought he was gonna talk about some like crazy stuff, but it wasn't even that bad. What should we see? Oh, should we see Speed? Low key, I want to watch that. We're gonna watch the video.
Speed could be the fastest growing YouTube streamer in history. He is now sitting at over 4 million subscribers, and just 1 year ago...
Yo, my FIFA, I have FIFA 25. I was trying to download FIFA 24, but like it makes my PC crash, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that. If you have FIFA 25, then yeah. Wait, what's going on? Wait, what's going on? Oh, okay. You know, I found. Do you have FIFA 25?
Extremely powerful.
Yo, damn, this video is 46 minutes long. Eat that kitty. Hey, eat that kitty 445. Hey, don't forget to follow, bro. Yo, we're gonna watch the Diddy files. Do y'all know about Diddy? Let me know if y'all know about Diddy. Hey, don't forget I got Rooster in chat. Oh! No, bro, he's running away. Too much. My brother is always making jokes. Too much.
Executive Sean Diddy Combs has had an
Alright, let's watch the Diddy files.
For the past 30 years. From his suspicious involvement in the demise of Tupac and Biggie, his secretive ritualistic parties in the backrooms, as well as numerous accidental confessions, has made the public pre-decide that he is guilty of all
Let me play the video.
against him. Not only have multiple women filed formal lawsuits alleging him of violent sexual assault and humiliation, but now the federal government raided his home as they investigate his involvement in a global sex trafficking operation. Technically, at the moment, he is not being charged of any crime, but any day now, Diddy could feel the wrath of the American justice system. Today, we are going to unearth the secrets he never wanted the world to know with the goal of determining one thing.
Yo, my FIFA's not done though.
It's first very important to understand Diddy's potential involvement in the murders of Tupac and Biggie, because if you believe those allegations to be true, everything that happens afterwards makes total sense. In the mid-90s, Diddy, also known as Sean Puffy Combs, was in the middle of the infamous East Coast vs. West Coast hip-hop rivalry. It all began with East Coast rapper and Bad Boy Records signee, the Notorious B.I.G.
Yo,
versus
Biggie?
his enemy, West Coast rapper and Death Row Records signee, Tupac Shakur. And it ended with both of them being assassinated via drive-by shootings. Biggie's murder remains unsolved to this day, but in 2023 we learned that Keefe D was the shot caller for the group of individuals that killed Tupac.
Yo, hey,
although we do not know the specific details as to why these two rap legends were killed, through all the theories, key information, and first-hand recollections from friends and witnesses of both murders indicate that Sean Combs had involvement in both murders.
Ethan Kitty, big bro, Diddy. Yo,
at first. Tupac had begun rapping
listening
in
only.
1991, and
Hey,
within 2 years
I respect
already
that.
had earned a platinum album. Biggie was a crack dealer who recorded freestyles for fun until someone sent his tapes to
Yo, I
Puffy,
got my
who signed
Rooster
him to
in
Bad
the
Boy
video, bro.
Records for $25,000.
Ow, why does bro keep jumping, bro? Chill, bro. You're not going nowhere.
Pac became a mentor to Biggie. He once even asked
Bro,
him to
stop
be his
flapping your
manager.
wings, bro.
I was big, nigga. I trained the nigga. Used to be under me like my lieutenant. The nigga, I used to come to New York. I used to do shows and let the nigga come
Yo, bro's on my shoulder. Yo, he better not poop right now.
And I used to tell a nigga, yo, if you want
Nah, chill, don't poop, bro.
do not rap for the nigga.
Yo!
buy you records and niggas want what the bitches want. So all of a sudden,
Yo, I don't want to watch the Diddy Files. Bro, it's changing my chicken, bro.
Pac believes that Biggie used him as
Yo, chat, help me, please.
Crazy sounds in here.
Oh my god. Bro, are you serious right now?
The blueprint, changed his whole style, persona.
Bro,
and
this
music to be
rooster is
more
moaning
aligned
in my
with
ear,
Tupac.
bro.
Many people speculated that Diddy also
I
had
feel
a
like he's gonna
slight
attack me
obsession
right
with
now, bro.
Tupac. He started dripping
What do I
himself in
do?
Versace after Tupac did it first. He also got romantically involved in
Yo,
women
it looks like
after
he's ready to
Tupac had
fight,
ran
bro.
through them first, like Sarah Chapman, who ran around with Tupac
I'm scared to
in the 90s
move.
and is now the mother of one of Diddy's children. Pac's claims aged
Yo,
like
chill, I'm not doing it.
when recently the internet
Dude, just
figured
get
out
down,
that Diddy's
please.
most successful hit, Juicy,
Bro,
was
please get
actually
down.
stolen by a Mississippi-based artist called
Please don't fight me, bro.
Notorious B.1,
Bro,
who
chill.
released a song called
Yo, I
Big
can't even watch
Daddy
the
a year
I can't even
before
watch the video
Juicy
in
that
peace, bro.
sounds
That
exactly
is gonna
the
attack
same.
me. Yo, get down, please.
Is it a coincidence
Yo,
that
stop.
Notorious
Hop
B.1
off, bro.
and Notorious B.I.G. are very similar, and this song is called Big Daddy, and Biggie
Yo.
started going by Big Papa, but many people believe this was the mastermind of Diddy, as he
Yo,
was
yo.
a music industry expert who knew how to scout talent and
I'm
assess a
scared.
hit song before anyone else heard it. They believe Puffy instructed his artists to steal from Notorious B.1, and Biggie trusted his boss and mentor. Pac and
Yo,
Big's
get 'em
rivalry
off,
began
bro.
as a music-based competition.
Alright.
Who had more music sales.
Hold his wings together and pick him up. But he's behind me. It's impossible. Oh, it's impossible.
Due to gangster rap creeping into the mainstream and the two being surrounded by legitimate gangsters, tensions escalated to life-threatening conflict. In November 1994, Tupac was on his way to record some music at Quad Studios in New York City. Coincidentally, Biggie was
Yo,
there
get
recording
off of me,
Jimmy
bro.
Mafia, which was a group of 4 friends that Big knew since their childhood. Puffy was there too, since Big was his artist, and anything that Big writes or records
Yo.
is technically owned by the Bad Boy label. Allegedly, a man by the name of Jimmy Henchman,
Bro,
who is now
get
serving
off.
life in prison, reported Puffy on Tupac since Puff owed him some money. Many speculate that Jimmy told Puffy what was about to happen, but Puffy
Yo,
did
where'd
not
that
try to
PS5
stop
come
it.
from?
When Pac was outside
Where'd
the
that
studio,
controller
he
come from,
looked up
bro?
and realized rapper Lil Cease, who is best friends with Biggie, was yelling at him from above. He was excited to see him because they were friends.
Yo,
He
he's
told
just
him he was
staring
gonna
at me
go
so
downstairs
scary
and meet
looking.
him in the lobby. Pac got to the lobby downstairs when some men attempted to rob him at gunpoint, which quickly led to conflict and Pac being shot 5 times.
In the middle of that trial, Shakur was gunned down, shot 5 times in what he claimed was a murder attempt, and police called a robbery.
As the police did their investigation, they
Oh,
could see Biggie
robbery.
looking around scanning the area with his
Damn,
head
he's
down.
winning the fight.
Keep
Bro,
in
he
mind that
was. He was
after
scratching my
Tupac
head,
was
bro.
shot,
That
he got in
hurt.
the elevator and went upstairs where dozens of Bad Boy affiliates were located. Pac was interviewed by Vibe magazine detailing the night he was shot and the energy of the people around him.
Yo,
while he
how
was
long have I been
bleeding
streaming
out.
for?
Because Andre Harrell was there. Puffy was there. Biggie.
Only
Nobody
48
approached
minutes?
me.
Oh,
I
it's
noticed
because
that
I
nobody would
crashed
look
the
at me.
first time.
Andre Harrell wouldn't look at me. I had been going to dinner with him the last few days. Puffy was standing back too.
Alright, there we go, there we
I
go.
knew Puffy. He knew how much stuff I had done for Biggie before he came out. Based on Tupac's words here, fans in the media believe that he was
Ooh,
hinting
you know
that
what's-
Biggie and Puffy might be
should play
behind the
Roblox.
attack, which bothered.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This video about Diddy, I don't know, man. Diddy's just a little crazy right now. Yo, if we play Roblox, what should we play? Roblox scary game? Roblox scary game. Yo, mod, can you change my thing real quick? Instead of putting FIFA playing. Hey, oh hey blood, hey Wicho, I got my rooster in the stream, bruh. Rooster stream. Ooh! Rooster stream. Yo, he's mad chill.
Since publicly at this point they were still friends.
Tupac article had me pissed off, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, my rooster, bro, he's a rare rooster. What are they called? Hairy roosters?
And that's crazy. It's just ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? But I also understand that if you was to get shot 5 times, mine is that's completely
Scary game or that Squid game on TikTok?
confused about your situation.
I mean,
What caused me to say
I'm down, bro.
To
Let's
make
play that
things
scary game.
worse, a few months later, Pac was found guilty of sexual assault and would end up serving 9 months in prison.
Nah, that's
This gave him
crazy.
Tons of time to think and reevaluate his life. To add insult to injury, Biggie released his iconic cutthroat track called Hushacha, which felt like an obvious diss towards Tupac.
Oh, it's a
Technically,
Silky.
It was recorded before Pac
Silky
got shot,
Rooster.
but it was marketed and released months after the incident. Regardless, the media developed the narrative that Big and Puffy set up the shooting and now released a
Yeah,
diss
that's on my
record
desk.
bragging about their hit. And Puff's full intentions were to stir up drama, as can be confirmed by the former president of Bad Boy Records.
Biggie might not have thought that when he wrote the lyrics that was going to be used for that, but the way it was marketed by the company and released.
Yo, he kind of looks like a pimp. I'm not gonna lie. He looked like somebody that would pimp. You look mad chill.
That record did what it was supposed to do, and that's a perfect example of how my former business partner works and thinks.
Pac was sitting in jail already thinking that they set him up, and the release of this song was all the proof he needed. But this wasn't the only shooting that Puffy was involved in. It's also important to know that
Yo,
Tupac
if
signed
y'all
to
haven't
Death Row
followed, remember to
Records while
follow,
in
alright?
prison after the label owner Suge Knight promised to use his money to get Pac released. As they were in the
Hey,
process
chill,
of
bro.
getting
Why you
Pac
biting me
out,
for?
Suge Knight and his best friend
I
Jake
didn't do nothing to
Robles,
you.
aka Big Jake, were at the
Bro,
Platinum
looks like
Club
Michael
in Atlanta.
Jackson.
Suge confronted Puffy at the club and was choking
Yo, I'm
him.
not gonna hold
Puffy's
you, kinda does.
bodyguard, Anthony Wolf Jones, steps in to defend him, and then things got out of hand.
What?
Next thing you know,
Oh,
shots
that's
are being
not?
fired, and Suge's friend Big Jake was shot and killed.
I'm so
Whether or
confused
not
what's going
Wolf
on.
shot Jake has never been confirmed, but Suge was holding Puffy responsible for the attack, which was enough to now
Damn, that's a big ass cigar.
Quick sidebar, recently fans have noticed that Puffy's firstborn biological son, Justin Combs, looks a lot like Wolf. How does your son
Damn!
look more like your best friend than you? Anyways, in October 1995, Tupac
Yeah, that's
got out
not
of
his kid,
prison
bro. That's
and
not his
he
kid.
wanted war.
I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine, and I will do anything to protect and feed my family. And these niggas represent a threat.
Pac got out and immediately started taunting and scheming on Bad Boy Records as much as possible. In the days after his release from prison, he jumped into the studio to record his next album, All Eyes on Me, and he talked about the anticipated tracks.
Two of America's Most Wanted with me and Snoop. That's gonna be a humdinger, man. Shorty wanna be a thug. That's gonna be a big one for her. And wonder why they call you bitch. with
Yo, Weecho, are you watching this?
Mentions Faith, aka Faith Evans.
We're watching the
who
Diddy
was married
Files.
to Biggie for over a year at
It's
this
scary,
point.
man.
Imagine your wife jumps
Oh,
in the studio
damn, I didn't know he was cross-eyed.
1 week after he gets out of jail.
Bro, look at
Pac
his
was also seen with
eyes.
Faith Evans at
I
Whitney
thought he
Houston's
had
album
normal
release party.
eyes.
The
I didn't know he was
rumor is that
cross-eyed.
Biggie cheated on Faith and that she was trying to get back at him by cheating with Pac. Pac also allegedly started messing around with Mary J. Blige, who was a close friend and business partner with Puffy. Then Death Row Records
Isn't that an
had a
actor?
Christmas party in 1995 where a close friend of Puffy, Mark Anthony Bell, was mercilessly beaten and forced to drink urine after refusing to give Suge Puffy's mother's address. Tupac and Death Row did not let off the gas. At the 1996 Soul Train Awards,
Yo, why is
Biggie
nobody
won
talking
the
about
award
Snoop
for
Dogg in the
Song of
background?
Year, and Tupac won Best Rap Album of the Year. After Big got his award, he took some pictures backstage and then exited the venue.
Oh yeah. Let me know what y'all want to play. Scary game or Squid Games?
And that's when Pac and Suge pulled up in a Hummer, taunting them.
While we was waiting for the car to pull up, Suge and Tupac pulled up in the Hummer, and Tupac was really loud.
Yo, make sure y'all vote on the poll so after this video we can watch it.
Yelling a bunch of stuff, and Suge came
Or we can play it.
and was like trying to actually walk up to us, saying he just want to talk to Big, like want to talk. But of course, everybody got in front. It was a little yelling and arguing for a minute, but police and everybody got in front, kind of stopped everything.
Despite Biggie's gangster lyrics, he was really a
Yo,
chill dude who
can you
didn't
chill out,
want
bro?
to beef with Pac. Remember, he looked up to him. He always thought they were friends, but as we are speculating, he seemed to be a pawn in a much bigger operation.
He knows you sent somebody to shoot him that first time. Is that true or false?
He's got his eyes on you? Yo, what are you doing, bro? Why are you talking about Big Papa like that?
Tupac was a man on fire. A man who he believes was wrongfully convicted of a crime he didn't commit, was constantly being slandered by the media, and now feels was being disrespected by his biggest enemies, on top of being surrounded by real gangsters. He released a music video alongside Snoop Dogg called Two of America's Most Wanted.
He's
which
got his
featured
eye
Snoop
on you and
mocking
he's watching
Biggie
his
and
back.
Puff.
That's crazy.
It was Buff's idea. No, man. I'm just a rapper, man. Please don't take me out the game.
Interesting that Tupac himself instructed the Biggie actor in the 90s
Oh, I just got what you said about him being looking that way and looking that way.
Pac released one of the most abrasive and
Woo!
iconic diss tracks of all time, Hit 'Em Up. He starts off the song claiming he had sex with Biggie's wife and then directly calls Biggie, Puffy, and Junior Mafia all bitches, along with various other threats. The pressure was on Bad Boy. Pac was not going to stop, and Puffy couldn't take the heat. Biggie's bodyguard, Gene Deal, recalls when Puff reached his tipping point.
He said, I'm a businessman. I'm about making money, but something gotta change.
Damn, I guess we have to play Roblox Squid games.
Big gotta die, or Suge Knight go to jail. Something's gotta change.
Gene was taken back. He wondered if Puff realized that he just said he didn't care if his own
Christmas
artist died. At the same time, he
Wait,
still wanted
what?
to play
Oh,
gangster
sorry.
games.
Christmas
As
grip,
we
like
all
horror-
know,
horror
these gangster games only lead to two outcomes: death or jail. And Tupac would meet his fate on September 13th, 1996. Pac and the Death Row Squad were attending the Bruce Seldon vs. Mike Tyson boxing match in Las Vegas. Hyped up from the testosterone and the energy of the fight, Pac wanted some action. A Death Row associate pointed out Orlando Anderson to Pac, who was a Southside Crip gang member, a rival to the Pyru Blood set that was affiliated with Death Row Records.
Woohoo!
Punched him in the face. Then Death Row associates put a beating on the man. Later that night, Suge and Tupac were driving down East Flamingo Road to Club 662 when suddenly a white Cadillac pulled up beside them at a red light and opened fire on Tupac. He was hit 4 times, with the fatal shot piercing his lung. Just last year, Las Vegas police arrested a man called Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, who was a shot caller for the
Hey,
group
chill,
of
bro.
individuals that committed this crime, and he orchestrated the plan that was carried out. Ironically, Keefe D has been confessing his involvement publicly on the internet for years. In 2008, he confessed that his nephew, Orlando Anderson, the man that Tupac punched earlier that night, was the one who actually pulled the trigger.
Keefe D has now identified his own nephew as the murderer of Tupac Shakur.
Hold on, before you pay for yet another app to manage your team, let me introduce you to Connect Team, the one platform that replaces all.
Bolstering Keefe D's claim was an informant in 1997 who told investigators that Puffy had hired the Southside Crips to kill both Suge and Tupac.
Yo, what are you doing, bro?
Was jumped at the
Yo, where's your head? Oh,
was in the
I thought I was
group
petting his head. I was
that
petting his
done the
butt.
hit. This was exactly the same story that Keefe D told us a decade later.
Keefe also stated that Puffy offered them $1 million to kill Suge and Tupac.
We want $1 million. Yeah, he said, come on downstairs and talk.
He tells you seriously, man, I need to get rid of these guys. I'm just looking at you in the eyes and he's like scared.
Yeah.
You tell him we'll do it for $1 million, and he's like, okay, I'll do it for $1 million. He agrees, shake on him or something like that.
Nothing.
Who brought up the amount of $1 million?
He did.
Puffy did?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't you?
No, it wasn't me. I shit.
When Diddy was asked about this confession, this was his response.
It was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even gonna go there with all due respect.
Yo, wasn't Diddy the one that was talking about like, yo, daddy, I like that, daddy, on the podcast or something?
Retaliation for the murder of Tupac. Everyone at Bad Boy Records knew they were not safe, but they were especially not safe in Southern California. An LA kingpin called Gene Deal, Diddy's bodyguard, and warned him that there was a hit placed on Biggie in LA.
This somebody did 26 years in the federal jail as a kingpin, brother. He called me to save Biggs' them life. Tell them niggas not to go nowhere. It's a hit on them. You get this information from a kingpin, brother. Chaz Williams.
Despite knowing all this information, in February of 1997, they headed out to Los Angeles to promote Biggie's new album, Life After Death. Puffy also wanted to record some of his album, No Way Out, in LA. Lil Cease, Biggie's best friend, claims that Big wanted to be in LA.
If he say go, we going. If he stay, we staying. Big wanted to stay. I always tell people that, yo, why everybody always go, why y'all was there so long, or why you didn't tell him to go home? He's
Yo,
the
we
boss.
got.
We're here because of
Bro,
him.
Diddy's weird,
if
bro.
If feel like it's no threat and he wants to be here, it's our job to stand down with him.
Biggie was not taunting the West Coast. He genuinely loved being in LA. He received a lot of love from fans, promoters, radio DJs, despite being surrounded by his enemies. Instead of claiming to be the victor of his beef with Tupac, Biggie wanted to use his life to inspire change and squash the East Coast versus West Coast beef. The truth is, over the years, Puffy and Biggie had made so many enemies that they didn't really know who was after them, but they overstayed their welcome in the City of Angels, and Big's demise came on March 9th, 1997. After presenting an award at the 1997 Soul Train
Yo,
Awards,
this dude
the
does
Bad
not
Boy
shut up.
crew attended the after party hosted by Vibe magazine at the Peterson Automotive Museum. Biggie left the party riding in the front passenger seat of a Chevrolet Suburban SUV. With
Yo, Mod,
Puffy
can you
and
change the
other
name of
Entourage members
playing
driving
FIFA after
directly
to
in
playing
front of
Squid
them.
Game?
As they stopped
After?
at the first red light,
Or no,
a
put
dark-colored
Roblox instead.
Chevrolet Impala pulled up alongside Biggie's SUV. An unknown assailant inside the Impala rolled down the window and fired multiple shots at Biggie's vehicle. Biggie was hit numerous times by gunfire, sustaining 4 gunshot wounds. One of the bullets struck him in the chest, causing severe internal injuries. He was immediately rushed to the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, but pronounced dead at the hospital that night. So what happened? Well, Puffy's business partner said that they had used up all their budget on security, so they couldn't hire extra security for this evening. Keefe D was also at this party and offered protection. Puff told him to stand down. Puff decided to ride in the separate car located in front of Biggie's. Then he gave his security guard, Gene Deal, very strange instructions rather than maximizing Big's protection.
I tried to ride on the side of the car. Puff said, "Yo, Gene, what you doing?" I said, "I'm riding on the side of the car." Man, my gun out. So he says to me,
Alright, don't
"Gene,
worry
if you
about it,
don't
don't
get
worry
in
about
this
it.
car, you ain't
I'll
gonna
move
never
it.
work for Bad Boy ever again." I said, "Man, how the you gonna try to tell me how to do my job?" He said, "Gene, we don't need that look. We don't need that look. Get in the car." As I go to get in the car.
Oh, nah, you trying to get him
this
killed or
motherfucker
what?
reached down and let his seat all the way back. So now I gotta put my legs sideways. I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck is you doing?" He said, "You ready?" He said, "You ready?"
Nah,
I
that's
said,
crazy,
"Kenny,
man.
run the next 3 lights." Kenny said, "For what?" I said, "Motherfucker, run the next 3 lights, Kenny, or I'm gonna drive." Kenny just took off.
The first car ran the red lights, but the car behind them did not follow. They decided to stop at the red light. Lil Cease had his head hanging out the window trying to holler at some girls. Then out of nowhere, the shooting took place. According to an FBI agent, Phil Carson, who worked on the case for several years, Suge Knight hired Amir Muhammad to carry out the execution.
What the hell?
However, the agent says that the original target was not
Oh,
Biggie.
my
They
chest
were
popped.
targeting Sean Puffy Combs. Gene also believes this story is the truth.
I believe it was meant for Puff. The people that tried to kill Puff that night, for whatever reason, because we had some beef with some Muslim cats in Soul Train too. For whatever reason,
It was
the people
Muslims.
trying to kill Puff, Big became a casualty of Puff shit.
When they rushed Big to the hospital, Lil Cease, who literally looked the shooter right in his face, gave a description to Gene. This is what he said.
Little C's at the hospital. He said a Muslim shot Big. And I said to Paul, with the blue suit, white shirt, blue bow tie, he said, "Gene, how you know?" I said, "That motherfucker walked up to Puff car first."
Lil Cease's description of the
What?
man matches up to what the FBI uncovered. All in all, to say that Puffy set up the murders of Pac and Biggie is not exactly accurate, but the origins of the beef and the escalation of the beef can most definitely be traced back to Puffy. Also, he definitely knew that danger was looming for Pac and Biggie and did not even come close to trying to prevent both of their deaths, because at the end of the day, Puff was the one who benefited most from them dying. Think about it from the perspective of Puffy the businessman. Tupac dies, that makes Biggie the winner. Biggie looks like the ultimate gangster who warned his enemy with a diss track and then got him killed. That helps feed into the persona and sell more records.
Wait, so they were
Also,
never
Tupac
really
died
gangsters,
because
or
of
were they
Biggie.
actually
Biggie's
gangsters?
inspiration, his idol, the dude who he copied everything from, can no longer defend himself from the grave. Now, we know that Puff didn't exactly want Big to die, but he wasn't doing everything in his power to protect him. Additionally, Puff saw how much money Death Row was making after Tupac passed. Tupac Shakur sold 67,000 records in the week following his murder. 2 months after he died, they released The Don Killuminati, The 7-Day Theory, which Shakur recorded under the name Machiavelli. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 200 with first week sales of 664,000 and 250,000 the second week. To this day, Tupac has sold 75 million records, most of which came posthumously. Puffy owned all of Big's publishing. He allegedly purchased it from him for $200,000 years before he passed, which meant that everything he recorded or wrote for himself or other artists, Puff owned
Tupac
all
was an
of Big's
actor and
percentage.
poet, and
Aside from the tens of
Big
millions of
Papa
dollars in
did he
albums
serve
Big
with a
sold
trapper?
posthumously, he was also a prolific songwriter. He wrote
Oh,
all of Junior Mafia's album. He
Yo.
wrote for Lil Kim. He wrote for
You're
Mace,
smart.
Craig Mack. Also consider every single time he's been sampled over
Alright,
the
so
years.
Tupac was just
Biggie
an
has been
actor.
making money off
So
Biggie
that's what he
for
meant
more
by
years
him
than
following
Biggie
his
was
persona.
alive. There were
Alright.
even suspicions that Biggie was aware of how much control Puffy had over his music and tried to sign over all his new music to his infant daughter, but passed away before he could get the business deals done. Biggie's mother, Valletta Wallace,
Damn, look at his
never
outfit, bro. He
publicly
looks like
expressed her
a
distrust of
pimp,
Diddy.
bro. He's
The
pimping.
truth is, Christopher accepted the illusion of a friend and mentor for about $25,000. That's the amount Puffy lured my
Christopher's
son with. That was a lot of money for Christopher
B.I.G.,
back then
right?
as a 19-year-old. She
Yeah, yeah.
continued by saying that she was glad her son does not have to witness that the very people that he thought he could ride and die with wouldn't think twice about using
Yo,
his mother.
chill, bro.
She added, I am glad that he is not here to see how they have used his image and his name. Diddy was filthy rich, extremely powerful, and evidently unpredictable. Imagine how easy it was to leverage his power in the music industry and his personal life. If you said no to him, in theory, he could blackball you, extort you, or maybe something more permanent. So consider that when we begin analyzing his history of suspicious behavior.
I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! What I'm going to get!
Yo, chill.
What I have to get!
Let's
It's
start
not
with the
that serious, bro.
mysterious Puffy's Flavor Camp, where Diddy would mentor teenage musicians like Usher
Ooh.
and give them a taste of the music industry. R&B sensation Usher was nothing short of a child prodigy. By age 13, he had already been discovered in Atlanta by L.A. Reid, and they sent him to New York City to record his debut album with Diddy. In 1994, Usher was just 14 years old, and he moved into Diddy's house to be a part of his Flavor Camp.
Yo, what?
Hey, it was curious. I got
Flavor?
some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it, and it was. But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was,
What the hell were you looking at, bro?
Nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Usher has been very reluctant to discuss what happened when he lived with
Nah,
Diddy.
he got
In
diddled.
a 2004 article with Rolling Stone, he
That
said,
is a weird
"Puff
name for a
introduced
camp."
me to a totally different set of sex, specifically. Sex is so hot in the industry, man. While he was in New York, he lived at Puffy's house in Scarsdale. There was always girls around. You'd open a door and see somebody doing it, or several people in a room having an orgy.
Damn,
You
that's
never knew
disgusting.
What was going to happen. Some people look
How
at
are people
this
not
as
scared of
nothing
getting a
short of
STD or
grooming a
something?
young boy. One time, Diddy himself detailed what living with Usher was like.
Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to
Wrestle? What you mean by that? Yo, hey, yo. Yo, 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 yo.
Did Puff just say?
Even though Kevin Hart was just joking, he really was the only one
What you mean by that?
question what Diddy was talking about.
What do you
But
mean by
Usher
that?
looks kind of uncomfortable. And you'll notice a theme where Diddy is very comfortable touching other people, embracing them, calling them pet names, and almost always the other person's body language screams they do not like it.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work.
But Usher is not the only artist in the industry who may have been a victim of Puffy's Flavor Camp. Justin Bieber was also mentored by Diddy early on in his career.
Oh, yeah,
Bieber,
I
just
think I
after
heard
his
about this.
15th birthday, spent 48 hours with Diddy. Diddy gifted him a Lamborghini Gallardo and let the world know why him and the teenager were hanging out.
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose, but
Oh my gosh, it was getting good, bro. I wanted to know what they were gonna do. Skip ad, bro.
it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So,
Five Nights at Diddy's.
Buck fool crazy.
Combs seems
Nah,
to be
Five Nights
acting
at Diddy's is
strange,
crazy.
but Justin seems alright. At the time, he was still a young star, glamorized by the industry. 1 year later, his demeanor towards Diddy was much different.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
Young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number, so.
Now, Combs is renowned for hosting lavish and star-studded parties.
Nah, that's
that have
kinda
become
creepy, bro.
legendary in the entertainment industry. industry. Diddy parties are famous for attracting A-list celebrities across all industries. I had the craziest mix, Combs told Oprah. Some of my boys from Harlem, Leonardo DiCaprio after he just finished Titanic. I had socialites there and relatives from down south. Diddy parties are typically hosted at luxury venues or his own private residences. The media were quick to anoint him.
Yo, cheese, are you still in here?
Gatsby.
Once this video ends, we'll play Squid Game.
Open arms. Have I read The Great Gatsby? He said to a reporter in 2001. I am The Great Gatsby. However, many people forget that one of Diddy's first parties ever resulted in the deaths of 9 attendees. In 1991, 22-year-old Sean Combs was the promoter of the Heavy D's and Puff Daddy celebrity charity basketball game at City College's Nat Holman Gymnasium.
Nah, tell me what happened,
the
bro.
infamous Puffy Party where a stampede occurred, taking the lives of 9 people. Some of the hottest rappers in the game were set to attend. Boyz II Men, Phife Dawg, Big Daddy Kane, Jodeci, even LL Cool J and Mike Tyson showed up. The crazy part is that fans could see all of their favorite stars for just $12. The first problem occurred with the tickets. Keep in mind, this is in 91, so people had to go to physical locations like the Apollo Theater box office to buy tickets. Tickets were also sold at local shops like Boss Emporium, and even free tickets were given out on the radio by Funkmaster Flex. The facility could only hold 2,730 people, but they had no idea how many tickets they sold, as no proper system was set in place to keep track. Despite this, Gene Deal recalls Puffy requesting to cut security presence in half.
This particular day, Puff calls me the day before we supposed to do the party and say, yo, Gene, I don't need y'all to do the security outside. I got the FOIs to do it. So I said, man, I just told 18 guys. He said, I just need 8.
To clarify,
Rooster
the
allergies?
FOIs are Fruit of Islam members.
No, I'm not allergic to
Witness
roosters.
The event said, you cannot have an event like this in Harlem without those Muslims.
You fell
Said
asleep.
Oscar Davis, 32, of the Bronx. Forget the police. They can't do nothing. The people in Harlem respect the Muslims. It was blatantly obvious that more people were outside than could actually fit in the gym. Despite the overcrowding, tickets were still being sold at the door, said Mario Salvaggi, a city police patrol chief. Fans entered through 2 side exits and funneled down the stairs, through the doors, into the gymnasium. But once LL Cool J and Mike Tyson showed up, all hell broke loose. Mobs of people started swarming from
Push the
outside to
snore.
push inside, pushing people forward towards the glass doors. The glass doors eventually were shut and needed to be pulled towards the crowd to be opened. Guards tried
If I
to
push the
instruct
snore, he's
people
gonna
to
wake
fall
up and
back, but they
probably
wouldn't
swing
listen.
at me.
The pressure became so great that the glass doors shattered and people fell through them. Outsiders began stampeding and stomping over bodies to get inside the facility, but the problem just got worse as they needed to go down the stairs
What
into
the
the
hell?
gym. The doors at the bottom of the stairs also needed to be pulled open towards the crowd, not pushed into the gym. So hundreds of people were squeezed up against these doors in this tiny
Damn.
stairwell with no way to escape.
And imagine,
also
like-
notice that these doors don't have any windows.
Exactly.
So inside of the gym, people were having a great time. From the outside, you can hear them partying, playing music, and rappers shouting over the microphone. They didn't even know that just on the other side of those doors were people fighting for their lives. Eventually, they got the doors open. As much as 6 people were stacked on top of each other and began spilling onto the gym floor, finally relieving the pressure. People began trying to perform CPR on the ground. Someone announced over the microphone that 3 people died right there. This caused chaos, and the people inside the gym began trying to leave, stampeding back through the exact same stairwell where people were trapped in the first
Bro,
place.
I don't understand
Police
that. What?
identified 5 men and 3 women dead at the scene. and
I don't
21
understand, like, what is going on with people's heads? Like, how do they not think rationally? Like, how do they just, like, go through other people and, like, make a bigger crowd? It's like a bunch of chickens, bro.
Early 1998, Mr. Combs ended up paying around
Is it like, is it your
$600,000
flight or
of a total of
fight?
$3 million or so. Now, clearly, this wasn't all Diddy's fault. Legally, the courts claim the city 50% responsible and the promoters 50% responsible. Regardless, death and dark energy seem to lure around Diddy since his earliest
Yo, I don't
days.
even think I
From
was
there,
born when
he
this
kinda
came
stopped
out.
throwing parties for the public and started to keep them private. However, over the years, disturbing rumors have spread regarding
When
what
people panic, they
happens
can't
during
think.
Diddy's
That's true.
parties, ranging from group sex rituals to casting
I didn't think
couches
that.
where newcomers
Everybody's
consider
different, I
their
guess.
future in
Some people do
various
think,
industries.
and some people don't.
The biggest rumor is that aspiring male talent would need to pleasure other powerful men to advance their careers. And apparently, it's
Yo.
an open secret in the music industry, which is why Shannon Sharp erupted in laughter when Cat Williams said,
Because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
Phil,
I did.
Now, Diddy has 6 biological children with 3 different women. He has had multiple high-profile relationships with the likes of Jennifer Lopez, Naomi Campbell, and Cassie. But you will notice that most of the party stories that circulate involve him being surrounded by men. Josh,
Yo!
who goes by the Fat Jewish on social media, detailed his strange experience at a Diddy party.
I'm on ecstasy and I'm trying to find the bathroom, and I can't find the bathroom, and I get lost. So I open a door, and in that room there are a bunch of men laying about, and kind of like very like kind of leaning on each other, not like if you were spooning, but facing each other and like leaning up on your elbow and talking.
Like it would almost be the prelude to an orgy.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It was so prelude to an orgy. And who is lounging in my direct eye line? Puff Daddy and Felix the House Cat, famed house music producer.
Yeah, no, I know who that is.
Basically spooning each other, and they're drinking a glass of Hennessy, and they're like sharing. They're like passing.
Nah.
And everyone's talking.
Is that the LeBron James Hennessy?
And as soon as I see them, I'm like,
all men though. There's not one woman in this room.
All men, and they're all 100% on ecstasy.
Shortly after Josh and Diddy locked eyes,
What even is
Felix
ecstasy?
Down.
What is that?
Josh, who is a gay man, immediately felt like he was in a room full of other gay men. But there was no real accusation nor damning evidence here. It could have just been a group of guys chilling. So let's take a listen to rapper Exhibit recounting his experience partying with Diddy.
Florida, we got invited to a Puffy party, the New Year's Eve party. He invited us to the house because he wanted to go to the club after. Puffy calls me outside. He's like, "Hey man, that girl you know about?" He's like, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "What you mean that's the devil?" So we get into the truck. He said, "Let's go to this club." We sitting there vibing to the music, and then she said, "She playing over the corner. It's 2 dudes."
Yo, we got
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
15 more minutes of this.
And then she pointed another direction. It's another dude over there, like butt ass naked. You know what I'm saying? We take off, man.
Based on X's story, it seems like Diddy brought him to a gay club. Or maybe coincidentally, Exhibit just looked at the only 2 gay couples in a regular club. 50 Cent also recalls one of the first times he met Diddy.
We gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, "Yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I'll pay for it." And I was like, "What the fuck this nigga just saying?" It's a fruit pie. Trust me.
Now, there is no doubt that homophobia has been prevalent in hip-hop forever. However, some people are just simply not gay, and Diddy's actions make them feel uncomfortable. Like rappers Fabulous and Jadakiss, who were pressed by Diddy on a podcast.
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Really awkward, really quickly. He began by repeatedly calling the host Nori Daddy.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you
right
scrambling
here,
and scraping for shit. I like that.
I've been practicing.
Then he proceeded to ask Fabulous why he didn't want to party with him.
See where I look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
I miss
It's his
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
Jadakiss kept his head looking straight down for almost the entire interview, and you could tell Fabulous was very uneasy about Diddy's presence. When Diddy was confronted about it, this was his response.
Scrambling and scraping for shit.
That was you. Scrambling. What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit. Hey.
The fuck?
Nah. I mean,
You don't go back and look at that stuff and laugh?
It could be funny. I don't really be on it like that.
It seems like he genuinely has no idea why people thought what he said was weird.
He says things. He doesn't.
Nah, chill.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he says something fabulous, and he goes, "Yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party." What are you talking about?
Text me when you're ready, my friend. I will. Just, bro, I'm almost there. We're almost done.
I get a little uncomfortable.
But even with all the
So
jokes,
weird,
rumors, and secrets, nobody ever formally spoke out against Diddy and accused him of assault or
My
abuse
butt's hurting me.
until 2019, when his ex-girlfriend Gina Huynh spoke publicly about what it's like to be in a relationship with him. Keep in mind that Gina was a side girlfriend for Diddy. The public didn't know about her because his public relationship was with Cassie Ventura, who he had been on and off dating for a decade.
He had caught me texting another man. We were in his closet and he pushed me and I fell to the ground. He stood over me. He avoided my face, but he started punching me on the side of my head, and I was just covering my face. He stomped on my stomach, took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe pleading to him, like, can you?
I think
can you
Diddy low-key
stop
threatens them. That's why they don't say anything about him
stopped
making them
a little
uncomfortable.
bit,
I think
you
so.
know, grabbed my hair from the back. And
I also think it's just because he's too powerful. You know, he's too powerful in the music
She also
industry that
claims
people
that
don't
she
want to
was
lose a
pregnant with this
reputation or
child
something.
In 2014.
You mind telling me what happened with that pregnancy?
He was like, "You're gonna get an abortion, right?" I was like, "I don't know yet." And then he offered me 50,000 to get rid of it, but I turned it down because I just loved him.
Gina did not take the money, but she also did not have the child. 4 years later, she got pregnant again. Gina goes on to detail multiple other instances of emotional and physical abuse,
50K.
but she never filed any formal charges.
Y'all are telling me
It wasn't
y'all would
all the way
abort for
until
50K.
November of 2023 that someone finally filed a formal lawsuit against Diddy. After that, the floodgates were opened, and Sean Combs' dark past crept out of the shadows. In the lawsuit, Cassie Ventura, his longtime girlfriend, accused Mr. Combs of
Don't do it!
Oh my gosh, another ad, bruh.
While learning how to code! Get out of there! There's no
of repeated physical abuse over about a decade. As you can imagine, this lawsuit and these allegations went extremely viral. After all these years of shady rumors, weird behavior, and dark secrets, the entire world was prepared for Diddy's decline. Ventura and Combs met in 2005 when she was 19 and he was 37. He heard a song she was marketing called Me and You. He then contacted Ryan Leslie, who wrote Cassie's first single, and paired Bad Boy Records with Leslie's Next Selection imprint for the release of Cassie's debut album. In August 2006, Cassie released her self-titled album under Bad Boy Records. The pair formed a close relationship through working together for several months as Cassie became the face of Diddy's fashion label, Sean John. In 2007,
What? Sean John
Diddy
is a
separated
thing? I
from
didn't
his
know that was a
longtime
thing.
partner Kim Porter and started dating Cassie. Cassie alleged that Combs controlled nearly every aspect of her life, from her career to having access to her personal medical records. She claims he was frequently violent, physically abusing her multiple times a year, and that he often plied her with copious amounts of drugs.
What the
which
hell?
made videos like this one seem awfully suspicious, where Cassie seems to be hiding from Diddy.
What? What you gotta say now?
What the hell?
What you gotta say now? You ain't got shit to say. When you put your girl on the snap, baby, yo, babe. Shit getting weird. Come on, baby. It's hot outside. You fucking wrapped up in that blanket. Let's go jog on the beach.
The court papers assert that others who worked with Mr. Combs helped him control Ms. Ventura, like suppressing her music if she did not obey his orders, or by helping to conceal his behavior. But it wasn't just mentally controlling. He also often got physically violent with her. In one incident in Los Angeles in 2009, the suit says that Mr. Combs became enraged when he saw Ms. Ventura talking to another talent agent, then pushed her into a car and kicked her repeatedly in the face, making her bleed. The suit
What
also
the
details
hell?
Diddy's request for Cassie
She's scared to get
engage in
diddled.
his
It's
newest
Hilima.
sexual fantasy called voyeurism. Combs forced Ventura to have sex with male sex workers in different cities.
What the hell,
After
bro?
she
He's a
claimed he
cuck,
watched,
bro.
pleasured
Oh,
himself
he's
to,
weird.
and recorded. This is the allegation that likely opened up a federal investigation into him sex trafficking people. According to the suit, Mr. Combs called these encounters freak-offs, which involved costumes like masquerade masks and lingerie. The lawsuit
A
continues
freak-off?
to detail some of the most horrific, embarrassing, and torturous behavior Diddy allegedly committed. Combs'
Nah, that's
lawyer,
fake.
Benjamin Braffman, responded to the lawsuit on behalf of him. Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million, under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship. Despite them denying everything, the lawsuit was settled just 24 hours after it was made public. We don't know how much, but due to the severity of the charges, the public assumed that Diddy coughed up tens of millions of dollars to keep her quiet. And while Combs likely believed that he escaped Cassie's lawsuit unscathed, a woman named Liza Gardner filed a lawsuit on November 23rd. Gardner claimed that she and a friend met Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall at an MCA Records event in either 1990 or 1992. They returned to Hall's apartment for an after-party where she was offered more drinks and was coerced into having sex with Combs, who assaulted both her and her friend. In another complaint filed the same day, Joy Dickerson Neal alleged that in 1991, she reluctantly went on a date with Combs, who intentionally drugged and sexually assaulted her after their dinner.
What
Diddy
the
denied the
heck?
allegations through a spokesperson who claimed that the women's claims were fabricated and accused them of exploiting the Adult Survivors Act. The New York's Adult Survivors Act temporarily eliminated the civil statute of limitations for survivors of sexual assault, which gave them the right to file a lawsuit against the perpetrator regardless of how long ago it occurred. Then another woman came out. Jane Doe alleged that Combs, his longtime lieutenant Harve Pierre, and a third unidentified assailant gang raped her when she was 17 at Combs' Manhattan recording studio in 2003. Pierre, who previously served as president of Combs Bad Boy Entertainment, had also been sued by a former assistant, who alleges he used his position of authority as plaintiff's boss to groom, exploit, and sexually assault
That's
her
crazy.
several times between 2016 and 2017. The lawsuit further claimed that men trafficked Doe across state lines from Detroit to New York City on a private jet, supplied the teenager with drugs and alcohol until she couldn't consent, and then violently assaulted her. The complaint also included several photos that Doe alleges were taken at the studio that night, including one where she is sitting on Combs' lap. "Enough is enough," Diddy said on Instagram. "For the last couple of weeks, I've sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." But it wasn't just women accusing him. In February of 2024, Combs' former producer and videographer, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, filed a federal lawsuit against Combs, alleging Combs sexually harassed, drugged, and threatened him. According to the lawsuit, Rodney Lil Rod Jones lived with Combs between September 2022 and November 2023, during which he worked on Diddy's most recent album, the Love Album, Off the Grid. As Combs' videographer, Jones allegedly secured hours of footage and audio recordings of Combs engaging in illegal activity. The activity the suit alleges includes acquiring drugs, soliciting sex workers, providing laced drinks to minors, and sexual assault. Jones alleges that he was the victim of constant unsolicited and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus by Mr. Combs. Mr. Jones was forced by Mr. Combs to work in Mr. Combs' bathroom as Mr. Combs walked around naked and showered in a clear glass enclosure.
That's disgusting.
In the lawsuit, Jones also alleges that Young Miami, who is Diddy's most recent girlfriend, was among those who were paid a monthly fee by Diddy to work as his sex workers. Jones believed Diddy was grooming him with the goal of passing him off to others.
Yo,
In
what?
January of 2023, Jones alleges he was introduced to Oscar-winning actor Cuba Gooding Jr., who proceeded to grope and fondle him until being forcibly pushed away. Jones claimed that Diddy, who had dominion and control over Gooding Jr., failed to step in.
That's
Also
disgusting.
In Jones's lawsuit, an unnamed rapper is mentioned as having been on Diddy's yacht, where they were allegedly seen consorting with underage girls and sex workers. This rapper is described as a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki
Who is this?
Minaj.
Who is this?
Rapper Meek Mill is from Philadelphia and dated Nicki Minaj from 2014 to 2016. That same unnamed rapper, also an unnamed R&B singer, and producer Stevie J allegedly engaged in sexual intercourse.
Who's the
with
R&B
Diddy.
singer?
This
Usher?
allegation has people looking at that clip of Meek Mill in the pool with Diddy calling him
Usher's
daddy more
R&B?
suspiciously. Also, 50 Cent made some jokes about Diddy and Stevie J on Instagram, to which Stevie J responded with not denying the allegations, but challenging 50 Cent to a boxing match.
However it go, I want you to fade, nigga. For all that. Since it's entertainment, let me beat the shit out of you on TV or something. Don't duck that. I'm calling you out. What you want to do, Curtis?
But the most shocking allegation made in the lawsuit was Mr. Jones discovered that Mr. Combs has hidden cameras in every room of his home.
What the
and
hell?
That Diddy was secretly recording artists and powerful executives, like Lucien Grange, who was mentioned in the lawsuit, who may or may not have participated in the freak-offs. If this turns out to be true, we might see some of the most powerful people in the entertainment industry get exposed. And 50 Cent wants to be a part of the expose. He said on Instagram, shaking my head, "This is gonna be so good. What you wanna bet I'm gonna get these tapes? I'll pay top dollar for them. You been over there? I don't go to Puffy's parties." However, it seems as though Sean Combs' reign of terror may be over. On March 25th, 2024, Homeland Security agents and other law enforcement officers raided Diddy's homes in Los
Yo,
Angeles
wasn't that right next to Kai?
to a possible ongoing sex trafficking investigation. Homeland Security expert Hal Kempfer added some insight that the evidence they're looking for includes laptops.
Diddy and
flash
those who
drives,
worked for him
and
knew what
anything
he
that
was
would connect
doing
Combs
are
with the
horrible.
allegations. As of right
That's
now,
disgusting,
we don't
man. man.
know what they found, and technically the feds never formally announced what they were looking for or why they were there. But it's safe to assume, based on the allegations, conveniently, Diddy was not even in the United States during the time of the raid. According to TMZ, Combs' private jet was spotted on the ground in Antigua, in the Caribbean, shortly after news of the raid.
Yo, how do
Many
people
believe he's fleeing the country?
Yeah, I
Today,
think he
it
did
seems
try.
like Diddy is spiraling. He just posted on social media trying to see who in the industry is on his side.
Hey, yo, right now, though, for real, yo, I need to know who with me. You know? Like, just straight up, like I don't have the time. If you with me, let it be known. If you don't with me, be quiet.
And just in case you wanted some more twisted allegations and insane conspiracy theories, take a look at the founders of Uptown Records, the people who gave Diddy his very first job in the music industry. Andre Harrell, dead at age 59. Heavy D, dead at age 44. Kim Porter, dead at age 47. And Al B. Sure, who was just in a coma for 2 months and almost lost his life. Al B. Sure is also the father of Diddy's oldest adopted son. Al B. had a child with Kim Porter before she left him, married Diddy, and had children with him. Al B. has recently been trying to reach out to his oldest son, hoping that he will leave Diddy and come back home, and when he got out of his coma, he strongly insinuated that Diddy was the reason behind it.
We're going to be producing the Al B. Sure life story. So hold on to your britches, and you'll really understand how I ended up in a coma. You're really going to need to call Homeland Security.
Now, why would Diddy want the people who got him into the music industry in the first place to all be dead? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But it seems like almost everyone around Sean Combs for his whole career either dies, disappears from relevance, or speaks out against his devilish ways. Yet nothing bad ever seems to happen to him. He just seems to get more successful and rich. Is it a coincidence? Maybe. But for now, we will just have to see how this all plays out. Based on everything you have learned in this video, you probably think he is guilty. But as of right now, he is innocent until proven Diddy.
Hey everybody, my name is Sam.
You should watch the job and the what? The job and Diddy one next. Oh, and the J-Lo one. Honestly, I think I am, but I want to play Squid Game. I want to play Squid Game. Yeah, next time. Yo, let me call my #1 fan.
No.
Get on. Get on Squid Game, buddy. Alright, join my Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, this one was pretty long. I didn't think. What did you think of that video? Alright, here are my honest thoughts. Yo, get over here, bruh. Oh! Why do I still have this dude? Alright. Look, this is what I think. I think... Alright. Here are my honest thoughts. Honestly, I think it's all crazy, bro. Like... Oh, how come he hasn't gotten any, like... Why hasn't he gotten judged or anything, you know? Like, why is he still walking free? If he has so much evidence piled up against him. Or are they just allegations? I think it's crazy. Honestly. I don't know why he did all that. Like, to be honest, I feel like he just... Everybody that he has been under, they have all died because he doesn't want to have anything, you know, put against him. He doesn't want to be blackmailed like how he blackmails other people, I guess. I guess that's why he killed them. I think that's crazy, to be honest. Wow, what kind of person does that, you know? I don't even think he's a real person. I think he's a demon or something. Because no normal person just goes and traffics people and watches your own girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife, like, get, you know, get done by other men and stuff. I think that's crazy. The video was long. I didn't expect it, bro. It was almost a whole hour. But I think it's kind of crazy, to be honest. I'm speechless. He's free. I think he's in jail right now, but probably but he probably bought people. That's why he hasn't been charged with anything serious yet. I also think that people are scared of him because since he's big in the music industry, he holds a lot of power against other people. I feel like that's why. Here. I feel like that's crazy, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm just speechless. I'm speechless. You know, I don't have anything to say because I'm just speechless right now. I have no words right now. My mouth is shut. He was openly abusive too, but people kind of just ignored it, which is kind of crazy. That is true. People have only worried about him sleeping and doing stuff with other men, but they haven't seen, like, literally what he did. He literally abused other women and stuff. Yo, chill. He literally abused women, raped women, sexually assaulted them. I think it's crazy. Oh, that is crazy.
My bitch crazy. Hello,
Hello, my friend. Are you here?
Fuck me.
I hear you. Alright, guys, we're gonna play Squid Game now. Even on a TV show and on a scare. I think that's crazy. I think all of that is crazy. Alright, which should we play? The shrimp game?
Yes. That's the one.
Alright, shrimp game? Alright. We're gonna go play shrimp. Yo, I can hear stream from your phone. Alright, turn it down.
Wait, you gotta add me first. You gotta add me.
I thought I had you already. Wait, don't you have me as a friend?
Yeah. I thought I did, but you're not showing up. Oh, aren't you Mignon?
Yeah.
I don't see you. What the fuck? It says you're not on.
Alright, wait. Do you have me added though, right?
Yes.
What's your name?
Cheese.
Okay. Chief Fry Jr.
Cheese. Yeah, Chief Fry Jr. There you go.
I'm on.
Oh, I see you're on now. You're on now.
Alright, we're gonna play a Squid game. Oh, I lost the shrimp game. Okay. Shrimp game.
Yes. Wait, you want me to join? You want me to join it? I already have it. You want me to join it and you join me, play?
Yeah, wait, give me 1 sec. I joined it. Give me 1 sec.
1 sec.
Wait, wait. Let me turn down the Discord sound.
Hello.
How do you turn down the volume?
What?
It is pretty loud.
On Discord?
Alright, is that good? Or is he still loud? Is that good? Or is he still loud? Wait, Cheese, talk?
What?
Or talk in the thing, because I want to know if your voice is still loud or not so they can hear you good or not.
I can't even hear myself.
You can't?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Are you talking?
See? Can't you? Can you hear me? Alright, Carlos, join me when you're ready.
Join you?
Yes.
Alright,
Wait, are you already on?
Yeah. Oh, okay, he's good now. Okay, I turned it down a bit. Alright. Let's go, Cheese. I'm joining you. Wait, should we go to game chat or now?
Yes, I want to hear little kids.
I can hear them.
Okay, that's. Oh, yeah, I can. Why can I not?
Wait, I'm here.
Why can I not? Let me go to settings.
I hear them.
Oh, you can hear people?
Yeah.
Oh. What is this fake app? Output device PS1.
Alright, there we go, chat. Turn him up a little? Alright.
Background to adjust.
Wait, she speak up more. I said speak up more, not to just say hello.
Oh. My bad. Where the fuck is my audio? Brother, I can't find it. Fuck!
Alright, there. Is he good now?
Montas.
I'm right here.
Hurry up. Come on, we got to. Actually, we gotta wait now.
Oh shit, I forgot this is only... Wait, just a little? What do you mean? Like, just a little what?
Hey, and now I put a switch in Glock and I gave it action.
What?
Oh, okay, he's gonna...
What?
And now I put a switch in Glock and I gave it action.
Alright, fuck you.
Where you at, Cheese? Where you at?
I'm right. Wait, where are you? I was close to
I'm
where
inside.
you
I'm
were.
inside. I'm inside.
Where?
Right here. I'm inside the thing where it says 8 clears to start.
Black. You like my character.
Damn, where'd you get that face? I like it.
Hey, it's free. It's free.
Yo, anybody else trying to play Squid Game with us?
Bro, I literally had dreadheads. I don't know why it took it off. No,
Yo, Adrian, Pringles. Yo, anybody? Yo, who's trying to lick whose booty?
Where's my mom?
Bro, it's calm as hell. Ain't no way.
Be quiet, Unc.
Man, I can't hear anyone. That's kind of lame.
I can hear everybody, bro. Here, let me
Why?
connect the
Why can't I
controller.
not?
I want to play it with the controller. Damn it, bro.
A veteran player? How are you a veteran already, buddy?
I don't know. I've never played this in my life.